And we are at Ed Lloyd Field, where tonight we bring you high school football, and it's a big one. Intersection rivalry tonight. We've got the Vacaville Bulldogs visiting from the Solano area, the Monticello Empire League, against the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. Vacaville is 2-0 on the year so far. Cardinal Newman 0-1, having lost last week here at home to San Leandro. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox, along with Les Richardson. Great to have you back in the booth with me, Les. And should be a good football game tonight. Teams that never see each other, really. They scrimmaged last year, but that's the only thing on record. And it'll be an interesting ball game. You got Vacaville that's loaded with seniors and a very good team against Cardinal Newman that's still trying to find the rhythm, trying to figure out where they're at.
No, I think you've nailed it right there. I mean, two, obviously, heritage in both of these programs. And watching them warm up, I mean, it's obvious Vacaville is stacked this year. There's no doubt in my mind this is a tough contest here for Cardinal Newman and a good measuring stick.
Yeah, no doubt. Vacaville is tough to stop, and their running back is really the guy that you have to be aware of at all times. He's off to a great start this year, and this is a guy that Cardinal Newman is going to have to figure out a way to defend. Darian Leon Guerrero, 10 yards a touch so far this year and 4 touchdowns.
You know, I was seeing what Coach said about them developing a character, and obviously Vacaville is developing a character with this guy early in the year. I mean, over 300 yards in just 2 games. Pretty dominating player. Guy that's going to have to be big for Newman on defense is their best player by far, and that's Santino Acevedo. He can do a lot of things defensively. He'll be tested tonight for sure. Yeah, you watch him here, and he fills holes, he wraps up, he makes complete tackles. I mean, as you were showing me, 9 unassisted tackles in 1 game, and a high school player, that's outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah, no doubt. He can do a lot of things, and this is what he's going to really need tonight, is fill the gap and make some big hits. Yeah, exactly. I think you've nailed it. Can he match up with their guy? All right, so we are about ready to go for this one, and should be a good football game. I'm really looking forward to watching what these teams do against each other. Again, they did scrimmage last year, but that's the only thing on record between the schools. As dropping back deep is Nicholas Ayer. He had a good game last week on special teams for Cardinal Newman. It's a short kick, and Bierbauer just falls on it near the 26-yard line. So that's where Newman will take over with their quarterback, and that is Lucas Konechny. And Konechny had a pretty good game last week. He did a few things right, but he did throw a couple interceptions. That's what they're going to hopefully limit this week. Ball control, short passing game, and get him some confidence and get that offense rolling. Absolutely. Early in the year, absolutely. You have to take care of the football first and foremost. So Newman comes up to the line. Their first play from scrimmage on the night. And they're going to go out of the gun. They did go up under center quite a bit last week in the 2017 loss. They led most of the way. A little bit of trouble. Now he throws it, intended for Carinali. Threw it a little bit behind him. Good coverage that time by the defense. First guy there defensively was Fernando Gonzalez. This Vacaville team has won their first 2 games. 45-8 over Davis. That was back on August 20th. They start early, and then a really good game against Oak Ridge of El Dorado, a 17-10 win last week for the Bulldogs. And that Oak Ridge win, that's a big win. That's a big win. Both these teams were 5-0 in the spring. Vacaville, one of those teams that makes the playoffs every year in the Central Coast. Here's Carinali with a short pickup. It was nice. They went trips away to the wide side of the field and took advantage of the hitch from the short side. Third down at the 30. If you look at Vacaville's defense, their front 3, they are loaded up there. You've got to move some people around. Yeah, they got some big guys up front that are very good football players. A lot of returning all-league guys for this team, and you're going to see some guys that can play football. Newman will definitely be tested here tonight. Third down, pass is complete, caught by Zach Kelly, and he's going to have a first down out near the 41-yard line. So a nice play right there by the Cardinals as they are able to move the chains.
Nice throw. It's nice to see the receiver come back to the ball and turn straight upfield. As he's rolling out, he gets rid of the football, but look how the receiver's coming back, and now he knows to get to the mark. I mean, he's looking just to get upfield.
And we're talking about a wide open receiver on that play for sure. So Newman gets their first down of the ball game, out to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Here comes Bierbauer, and Bierbauer gets hit hard but manages to get nearly 5 yards. Bierbauer had a good game last week. He will hope to have another one this week. He got about 63 yards again, kind of a ball control type offense. They try to grind you down a little bit, make things happen, and Bierbauer is a guy that can definitely do that. Behind this offensive line, which is probably the strength of the offense, is this offensive line.
Yeah, they're moving guys off the ball right there. The motion adds the extra guy, so they obviously have to double team Big 77 up there.
And we've got a timeout, I believe, taken by Cardinal Newman here early on.
Looks like Coach didn't have the formation he wanted.
So we'll step aside for just a moment. Off to a good start here. Cardinal Newman trying to keep the chains moving. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
All right, coming back to the action now. Cardinal Newman facing a 2nd and 5. Konechny throws it. Tight end is open, but he turned a little too soon, Santiago, and Konechny took a pretty big hit after the play. Getting in there and getting right on top of him was Luca Sartorio. Very good defensive player for this team, and he made Konechny feel his presence a little bit right there on that one. So another big play here, 3rd and 5 for Cardinal Newman. They picked up the first down last time on 3rd down. We'll see if they can do it again. Konechny to throw. Fires it, complete again. Zach Kelly has it again. And that'll be another first down. Nice play by Zach Kelly as he comes up with another big play, and Cardinal Newman is moving down the field.
That's a nice throw. He had great protection. Nice protection. Again, the receiver's coming back to the ball. So the quarterback, CC, has got plenty of time here. Nice throw. Nice.
First down play is a run up the middle, and this time the defense is right there. Leading the charge defensively is Jeremiah Cooper as Bierbauer gets tossed for a loss.
I think Vacaville was on a little bit of a pinch in the defense here on the first down. That's probably from a scout report.
So the Cardinals moving the ball now, facing a 2nd and 10 after getting no gain on that last play. Man in motion is Zach Kelly. He's got 2 catches so far. Pass is complete to Kelly in the flat, and he picks up about 4 yards before he's thrown down from behind. That time by Miguel Preciado.
And again, the pre-read is probably if nobody goes with the motion, that's where he's looking, and the defense did not adjust, which told him they were in zone.
Brings it to 3rd down. Third and 6.
3rd and 6 now.
This is 4 down territory, I think, for Cardinal Newman this early in the game.
I would agree. Konechny looking deep. Carnali's out there. He comes back to the ball, but he can't get there. Ball was a little underthrown, and Carnali made a nice adjustment. The defender did not, but he couldn't get there in time, and the pass falls incomplete to make it 4th down.
It's like they're going to punt.
It does.
Julian Cortina will do the punting tonight, it looks like. It was Acevedo who did the punting last week.
So he'll look to do what we call the coffin corner. Hopefully they won't have a return.
Dropping back deep is Anthony Wiley, very good playmaker for this Vacaville Bulldog team. Punt is headed for him. Bouncing down inside the 15-yard line, down by air. So Vacaville will now bring their offense out for the first time tonight.
Let's see how they're going to line up here.
At their own 16-yard line, first down.
And Ryan Vaughn, their quarterback, will take the field for the first time tonight. He's a very good one. Returning all-leaguer. They got a bunch of returning all-leaguers from their Monticello Empire team from a year ago. First down run. Guerrero, and he spins out to the 25-yard line. He's the guy you got to be aware of.
Number 6, Guerrero, the ball carrier.
As we see the quarterback, Ryan Vaughn, has completed 48% of his passes, has thrown for 2 touchdowns, has run for 2 touchdowns so far this year.
This is where you don't want him. You don't want to get on the edge like that.
Yep, Leon Guerrero carrying again. And the Cardinals are there. Nicholas Ayer making the tackle. They stop him at the 29, but it's going to be close to a first down. Yeah, that defense is really going to have to aware of him, and they will move the chain. So 2 runs for Leon Guerrero, and already a first down for Vacaville. Here he comes again, straight ahead. Spins out to the 35, 36-yard line. Looks like the plan is just to give him the ball. Bierbauer makes the tackle that time.
Guerrero, the ball carrier.
Yeah, the offensive line's doing a good job right now for Vacaville. They're putting a body on a body. And Guerrero's deep enough to where he has a chance to pick a hole. Now they're going empty.
Bulldogs on the move here. First and 10. Pass is complete. Out to the 47-yard line. Catching that one is Cameron Fosher. Nice play. And another big pickup. So Vacaville kind of moving at will right now as they bring it down the field on their opening possession. Out near midfield at the 45-yard line now. Pass complete again. Fosher with another big play. And he's knocked out of bounds near another first down.
There's another good use of motion in the quarterback's pre-read. If nobody runs with them, that's where you're going with the ball. And that's exactly what happened. He turns upfield.
Cameron Fosher picks up another first down for the Bulldogs. See Coach Pat Peel, defensive coordinator, barking to his team, trying to get things going here. Leon Guerrero turning the corner. Nice hit by Carinali. He knocks him out of bounds. But it's going to be another nice gain. See how well he gets to the outside.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the big offensive tackle. He just gets a body on a body here and gives him a chance. And if this keeps happening, they're going to have some. This kid is so dynamic, and his feet is great balance.
Nice hit that time by Carinali. This ball is batted down. Nice job defensively that time by the Cardinals. And the first man on the scene that time was Jesse Myers. He bats that to the turf.
Yeah, very similar to the hitch play they threw earlier out of the trips. That time he came up.
Zach Kelly actually might have been the guy that got a hand on that one. Here comes third down. Chance for the Cardinals to get off the field. It's incomplete. See what Vacaville does now. If they're going to go for it here on 4th and 5 from the 45, it looks like they're going to send the punting unit out.
I think that's perfect. Cardinal Newman can put them in these third and longer situations. They got a little bit of heat off the edge there. That's what they have to limit the times that they can get Leon Guerrero the ball. Let's limit his time on the field.
Dropping back deep is Nicholas Ayer. Doing the punting, Liam Flaherty. Or no, check it. It should be Till doing the punting, and he kicks that one into the end zone. Ariel Till, 45, is a good field goal kicker as well.
Looks like Cardinal Newman was going for what we used to call the robber, the hold-up return, get a body on a body. So if the guy didn't cough and kick, he'd give him a chance to get it out.
First down, Cardinal Newman.
So Cardinal Newman takes back over now, first down that both defenses have held on the opening drives. See if the Cardinals can get it going now. Acevedo is in the backfield. They will use him as a back, and he did well last week with a couple of rushing touchdowns for Cardinal Newman.
Looks like he's checking the play here.
And here comes Santino Acevedo, and he gets about 3 yards, spinning to the 23-yard line.
It's the penetration by the D line that makes that cutback hard. They're a step away.
Yeah, and the big guy right there in the middle, that is Luke Liebengood, returning all-leaguer, great player. Their head coach, Mike Papadopoulos, has been here for a long time, 17th year as the head coach, but he's been in the program for 30 years, taking over for his father-in-law, Tom Zanino, who was the coach for 37 years before that. Acevedo in space. He's got a first down as the pass is complete, and Cardinal Newman picks up a big first down.
That was a great throw and catch. Got on the ball early enough that he could put him with both defenders, got great position. He puts his foot in the ground and drives upfield. That's great high school football play right there.
First and 10. Acevedo looking for a hole, and he is met head on by Blake Espino. Espino, very good. One of those guys that kind of controls the defense, makes the calls, lets everybody know what's going on. He's a solid one for Vacaville.
Yeah, and you can see as the defensive line, it really makes it hard for your zone type scheme when the defensive line is getting penetration. You don't have time for those cutbacks.
Second down at about 7 as Acevedo picked up 3 yards on that first down play. Still in at the tailback position. Play action. Konechny may have to use his feet right here, and he does. He's pushed out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Pretty good decision by the quarterback that time to tuck and go.
Yeah, you know what? Watching the Vacaville D-line, it seems like they're consistently working inside or in a pinch, which at that time, I don't know who had contained, gave him freedom to get outside.
So another big third down play for Newman at their own 38. They need to get out to the 45-yard line. Zanino throws it in space. Acevedo, did he step out of bounds? Apparently not. He's going to be close to another first down as Acevedo makes the first guy miss and picks up pretty good yardage.
Doing it on both sides of the ball here. Athletic move, athletic move. He knows where he needs to be. It's great awareness, great balance.
First and 10, Newman.
They motioned out of this formation last time.
Konechny throws complete. Kohut has it, and he might be close to a first down as he's out to the down to, I should say, 46-yard line. Going to be just shy of that first down marker. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
These are the downs you've got to like as a quarterback.
2nd and 1.
Be interesting to see here, see if coach takes a shot. 2nd and 1. two-back tight end.
Short yardage situation, straight ahead. Acevedo, he's got the first down. The offensive line opens up a hole, and he gets all the way to the 41-yard line. Nice play for the Cardinals.
Looks like you might have a hold inside there.
Oh, there is a marker down. Good way to spot that, Coach Richardson, as Ruben Candelario, our referee, will make this call. And it's going to go against Newman. That's a biggie.
Yeah, go from 2nd and 1 on a hold play it's not a drive killer, but it sure is disappointing.
Does not help when you are moving the ball like that. So Cardinal Newman now facing a long yardage situation. It was from the point of the foul, so like I say, it doesn't kill you, but you had a first down. 2nd and 10. Acevedo rolling out.
Crossing pattern.
Connectly keeps it again, and he gets about the 1. He might have had Acevedo out in the flat.
He had the crossing pattern early on, but I think he felt the pressure in the middle. In a high school quarterback, it's hard to hang in when you feel the pressure coming at you. Luke Levengood, 69.
Yeah, he's quite a player.
He is causing problems for them.
Goes both ways. Brother is at Oregon State. He's an offensive lineman, Jake. Third down and 9. Air goes in motion. There's Acevedo in space. And he's close to a first down, wrestled out of bounds. About 3 white jerseys are there. Leading the pack was John Navarro for Vacaville.
And you can see Santino Acevedo, he knows where he needs to get. You could see him on the far sidelines fighting. He knew, he was looking at the box, he knew he needed a couple more yards. His football awareness just early in the game, you can see that he's very aware of what's going on.
So out to punt once again will be Julian Cortina. Back to receive. Sartorio, and he lets it fall. Excuse me, that was Anthony Wiley. And Vacaville will start deep in their own territory.
It's a great first half by both teams. They're moving the ball a little bit. The defense, they're doing what they need to do. So as far as their assignment football right now, you can't really, nobody's cracked yet.
First and 10 for Vacaville. Here he comes, Leon Guerrero. There's a marker behind the line of scrimmage, and he is off to the races. They bring him down near midfield, but I have a feeling this one's going to be coming back.
That's going to be a hold back in that area. And it's like we saw just a couple series ago. When he gets to the corner, he's a step away. It's dynamic speed. His acceleration is obvious.
So a break for Newman. Both teams commit costly holding penalties. There's Mike Papadopoulos. Only the 4th head coach in the last 60 years.
That's amazing. It's amazing. That's stability in a program.
Kind of stability in Newman's had. Coach Sanchez is just the 6th coach all time at Newman. So yeah, both these programs, they hang on to their coaches.
Yeah, you're exactly right. These traditional powerhouse programs.
Great.
I'm looking at Matt Hilden. I mean, he's a sophomore playing nose guard in a game at this level.
Yeah, Newman has some young guys in there for sure.
He had great pursuit there, came off. I mean, you're looking at some of these young guys that are playing at this high level in this shortened pandemic year where they don't have all the preparation, new coach. You would expect here Vacaville to do something safe so they'd have room to punt.
And they're in trouble and down back near the 9-yard line. So the Newman defense comes up big. Right there was Gabriel Bardis, the 6'4", 212-pound senior. So Newman's defense has a chance to give their offense pretty good field position right here as the quarter comes to an end. So we're going to take a break right here. The first quarter is 0-0, and we'll be back with the start of quarter number 2 here in just a moment. See if Cardinal Newman gets good field position, can get their offense moving down the field.
It's a well-played first quarter, that's for sure.
So here we are back here at the start of the second quarter. Newman cheerleaders doing their thing.
I'm really liking the defensive lines on both teams. They're both doing their job. Both defensive lines are making plays when they need to. And the 2 running backs for these schools are putting on a show. I mean, both of them at any time have the talent or the ability to make a big play. Santino Azevedo, I'm sure he eats a big meal after his games. He's never off the field.
3rd and 15 now. Vaughn rolling, has a man out near the 15-yard line, and that's going to be shy of the first down. Catching that in space was Cameron Fosher. Fosher's had a couple nice catches so far, and they're going to have to punt.
I was a little shocked they threw an out pattern down near their goal line like that. I thought it'd be a little safer.
Ariel Till will punt this near the end zone. And it's a short kick. Newman's going to get great field position. It does take a bit of a roll in Vacaville's favor out to the 42, but still, the Cardinal Newman offense is going to be set up pretty sweet here.
Great field position. Starting in the second quarter. I mean, I can't imagine they'll get much away from the short hitches and feeding Azevedo the ball. And that seems to be what's got them moving the ball at times.
So Newman brings it up to the line now, 1st and 10 in Vacaville territory, their best field position thus far. 0-0 is our score.
Vacaville's in what I would call a 3-4.
Bierbauer backing it back. Carries off the right side, and the play is blown up. Didn't make the tackle, but the guy who really clogged the hole that time was leaving good. And it's just a gain of 1. So that Vacaville defense is tough to penetrate, especially that defensive line. They're good.
Yeah, they've got some athletes up there. Even though you put these guys down with their hands in the dirt, these guys up front for Vacaville are athletic.
Bierbauer actually managed to get forward for 2 yards that time. So 2nd and 8, that was a pretty good job by him to get anything out of that, considering those big bodies that clogged that hole. From the 40-yard line, Konechny fakes it to Bierbauer, being chased from behind. If he's wise, he'll dump it. He never did get rid of the ball. That's one of those ones you just got to get rid of. And that's a sack. Credit the coverage that time for the sack. Great job downfield by the Vacaville defense.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I don't know. he bails out, and they didn't rally to the football. He had nowhere to go with the ball. No receivers in that area to even throw it at their feet.
Third down.
Sartario made the sack that time for Vacaville.
Third and long.
And now it's 3rd and long for Cardinal Newman. From the 49-yard line. Konechny will just plunge forward this time. A penalty marker down. He might have been face masked. The way his head moved would indicate that. It was kind of an odd way he was brought down. Horse collar or face mask, perhaps.
That's what it looked like. They did a great job covering their out routes here. And
see if we can see it near the end of the play here. Tough to tell on that one. But it is going to be a penalty. It'll be 3rd down again, so 3rd and about 12 now, a little more manageable.
Well, it's manageable also as that you're on your side of the field, so you know if they get 5 or 6 out of this, at least Coach Sanchez will have a decision.
Clock now under 10 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Oh, and one of the defenders comes up on the line and crosses the line. That's encroachment on John Navarro. So that's a break for Cardinal Newman. It's Coach Sanchez.
Now I really feel that this is 2-down territory.
Yeah, I would agree with you. They punted last time, but I think the way the game is going, you got to take advantage of your field position. Konechny steps up and he goes down again, and guess who? Blake Espino. He is quite a defender, and he makes the play. Watch Espino right in the middle of the defense right here get to the quarterback.
Active, eyes directly down. You can see he's focused. Again, some of these athletes, they know what their job is, and then as the quarterback bails, or I call works upfield with his eyes, he closed in.
Cardinals are going to punt as they send Cortina out. Dropping back deep is Wiley. And the snap goes over Cortina's head. He's going to have to come up with something here. Maybe punt it left-footed or throw it. And that is a tough play for Cardinal Newman. The snap goes right over his head.
Cardinal Newman territory, first down.
Man, oh man, that
hurts. Early in the year, special teams, being a high school coach, you work on them, you just know that early in the year, those are the things that make you cringe. And maybe they haven't talked about it just to get a kick off. You know, those are things you might have missed.
Well, and he rolled this way, which would be his left foot side. If anything, roll to the right and try to kick it with your right foot, or throw it incomplete.
Something. Give us,
That's tough. Not something you work on every day.
Not at all. Late in the year, they'll go over that in film, and you'd expect that. Again,
Leon Guerrero, one man to beat, breaks the tackle, spins out. Cardinals are trying to strip the ball away, and they can. He gets to the 20-yard line. Great run.
This is a momentum shift. Here we are going one direction, one side of the field. 2 plays later, they're in the red zone here. And it's I don't know if that was a zone read by the quarterback, but he sure looked like he was just going to get it. You're going to see that they don't even block earlier in the play. Vacaville zone to the right. Great read.
Pass complete. Nice defensive play by Kaize Steverson as he makes the play.
Kaize Steverson read that the whole way. His quarterback turned, his hands separated. He drove on the ball. That was a great read.
There's Kaize. Nice hit. 2nd and about 13, maybe 14 yards to go now. Vaughn, the quarterback. And a marker goes down. In an active 2nd quarter for our referee, Ruben Candelario. Procedure.
These little penalties can change the momentum in a high school drive like this. I like the way the coach is back on the ball and going just to cover it up. Just go.
Straight ahead, Leon Guerrero, nothing doing. Acevedo makes the play. Nice penetration that time by Acevedo. Let's check where he is in alignment. There he is, right in the middle.
Right in the middle. And watch, they zone and they block up. This isn't a read by the quarterback. They're all blocked up, and they couldn't account for him. And it's a great fill. He came downhill to fill that hole.
3rd and long. Vaughn with a pump fake. Acevedo chasing him and takes him down. Acevedo makes another big play on defense.
Acevedo's an athlete in space. Athlete in space. Great balance. You see him come off here. It's focus. He's focused on what's going on in front of him, not just one athlete. It's outstanding high school play. He's first opening up to drop on a pass play, and he's refocused to drive what I call downhill into the play.
Might be tempted to go for a field goal here, but it might be just a bit out of their range. It is. Said he would be tempted from about 40 in. This would be about a 49-yarder right here at this point on the field. So they're going to punt again.
It's a lot easier sitting up here. Years of coaching, you're looking, okay, 4th and 20, we're going to punt this in the corner. And then you're thinking, well, we're sitting up here. It'd be easy to say, is this a fake? You don't have much to lose. If it goes in the end zone, you're gaining, 12 yards, 13 yards. And it looks like it's going to be just short if they can get under it.
Oh, my, great kick. Can they stop it? Yes, they do at the 1-yard line. Great job.
Yep.
Absolutely tremendous.
Great job. Now, this will be a drive because if Newman can get this drive going, this could be their last possession of the half. So to get out of their own end zone here, it could change the whole momentum.
Well, if you'd like to become a part of it here at Cardinal Newman, great opportunity. November 14th, open house. You can sign up at cardinalnewman.org. Touching hearts, winning minds. Cardinal Newman High School open house, November 14th.
This is a well-played first half. I mean, I know it's not 30-30, but as far as kids playing assignment football, for the most part, everybody's got their assignment.
Out of the end zone, Acevedo, did he get out? I think he might have just barely got out. Thrown down.
Yeah, it's safe. You can see that Vacaville, they're pretty consistent at taking the inside with 3 guys with their hands and their 3 interior D linemen. They are really concentrating on taking the inside gaps away. And especially, when you're back team up like that against their own end zone. I mean, I know as a coaching standpoint, you do not want to put the ball in the air on the outs right here. It's so dangerous down when you're backed up like this.
Out of that end zone. Acevedo again, barely gets out again. Wow, they are cutting it very, very close right there, trying to get some breathing room. They've lost a couple yards back to the 2. Now they're going to put it at the 1.
It's tough sledding against this defensive front for Vacaville. There's no doubt. They have dedicated themselves to taking away the inside gaps, and they're doing a pretty good job of it right now.
3rd and 13 now. Wow. Tough situation. Vacaville's defense smells blood right now. Konechny is going to try to run it out of the end zone. I don't think he made it. I do not think he made it. And it is a safety.
It was hard to tell if they were going to do a quarterback draw, a play action. I'm not sure what they had designed there.
Yeah, it never looked good, that's for sure. So Vacaville puts 2 on the board.
And again, it's a momentum shift. You saw the momentum shift in just a couple of minutes again. Cardinal Newman got them stopped, and then they put them into the end zone here. I mean, it's just the momentum in the high school game just changes every couple of plays. We used to call it get some mo and get more momentum.
Yeah, just when it looked like Cardinal Newman was going to have great field position and opportunity to put points on the board, one bad snap and it completely changes everything.
Well, the last stop they got over here, they're driving in and the bad snap, and then actually they had them good again. They stopped them.
Vacaville back deep to receive the kick. Guerrero back deep.
Now, I can't imagine they're going to want to kick deep to him. Me personally, I would do everything I could to keep him from getting the ball.
Anthony Wiley back deep as they kick it off from the 20, and Wiley.
Oh, and he's handed it to
They're confused. They wanted to hand it off. Wiley had it. He was going to hand it to Leon Guerrero, and they never really got the exchange. Check this out.
You know what? I'd want to hand it to him too. I mean, that's the guy that they want with the ball. Now, I don't understand high school football players trying to make a play, doing what they think is right. That's a big break for Cardinal Newman. Big break.
But nonetheless, Vacaville has a 2-0 lead and the football with 3 minutes and 44 seconds to work with here in this second quarter. So a nice opportunity here for Ryan Vaughn and the Vacaville offense. See if they can take advantage. Vaughn to throw. Far side. Nice defensive play. It's picked by Nicholas Best. Big play for Newman.
Great. He turned with the receiver. You see him go up for the ball. The receiver does a great job coming down with him. It was two good high school athletes here battling for the ball. But if we see him here at the end, you see they both turn for the ball as they're the hair underthrown. See, here's momentum again. With just over 3 minutes left here. Now, if Newman can work just a little bit. Here we go, if we can see this. As he throws it up, right here the receiver realized underthrown. You see him going up for it, but great position.
So Bestie comes up with a big play. Here comes Konechny now, back to pass, stepping up. He's got a little bit of room. Espino closes it down though and knocks him out of bounds. That's Espino's.
You can see down here at the bottom that Carnelli going on a go route here, a little bender upfield that Coach Sanchez was going to go for after a turnover. A lot of guys want to take that shot. You get that extra shot. But the defensive back here turned and ran with him, so he had nowhere to go with the ball. Vacaville's overall team speed is pretty balanced. They have a lot of team speed.
Yeah, they are a very fast team, and they're showing it here so far tonight. Konechny, straight back. Carnelli, big play. Carnelli's got a first down and more down to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals find a way to make something happen by a little crossing pattern.
Yeah, running the crossing route, linebackers let him cross. We used to say collision that. He runs free, and another athlete in space. That's scary. Look at him. Downhill runner. Carnelli, great catch and play. Nice, simple play. It's not a hard throw for the quarterback. He's right in front of him.
Timeout, Vacaville. We'll step aside right here, and we'll be back with more in just a moment.
That's a great timeout.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
So it's 2-0 Vacaville. Timeout taken here by the Bulldogs. Both teams have 2 remaining timeouts.
Nicholas Best changes momentum in the interception, and it's just, as we talk about in high school football, momentum just plays such a huge role.
Bierbauer back in at running back. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Plenty of time to work with here in this first half for Newman to try to get on the board and take the lead. Konechny steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep again, and Espino closes it down. Blake Espino, another nice hit.
The secondary of Vacaville matches up so well. He's got to work on getting the ball out earlier, or they're crossing routes. Cardinal Newman's got to be. I know Coach Sanchez going to have a lot of things he's wanting to discuss with his players before we get to half. But overall, playing at this level right now, I think it's early in the year, they've got to be pretty happy.
2nd and 8. Konechly's had to tuck and go a few times so far tonight. Fires over the middle. Nice try. Kohut couldn't quite hang on. Oh, that was close. Would have been a big play. Pretty good throw. It was a little bit low.
Running this post pattern over the middle. It's a daring throw. And again, Coach Sanchez here is throwing this ball in this. He wants to get in the end zone, and now. Looks like it came out of his hand a little bit loose. Not as clean, I'm sure, as he wanted. Great effort. Great effort.
Well, we're going to be talking with Ted Graff at halftime, member of the Cardinal Newman Boosters. Find out what's going on with the Booster Club. And they're always looking for more support. If you'd like to become an athletic booster here at Cardinal Newman, you can scan that right here. You can purchase your gold cards as well. Become a booster at Cardinal Newman High School. So 3rd and 8 now for the Cardinals. 2:13 to go. Big play right here, and dare we say it, we've been wrong every time. This could be 4-down territory. Sideline route, Cardinale. The defender never turned. No flag. Roman Price was right with him. It's one of those things that sometimes they call and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, the throw was behind him. I don't know if that was a designed back shoulder throw, but you'll see in the defender, he doesn't do anything overt, so I think that's why the flag doesn't come out.
Cardinale wanted it for sure. It's another angle of it. You make the call.
It's thrown behind him, so I think for that reason, the side judge is right there.
4th and 8, they're going for it.
Finally.
Yeah. We had to be right one of these times. Single back. Draw play. Bierbauer has some space.
Get upfield.
And he's not quite going to get there. He got to the 28. He needed to get to the 25. Not a bad call. Interesting play.
It didn't get a chance because of the penetration of the defensive line. You'll see here. Didn't quite get a chance. You see there's a D lineman way upfield, so you had to pick a lane early. The penetration of the defensive line is making it tough on the Cardinal Newman running backs.
Coach Sanchez talking with Konechly. As the Vacaville offense comes on the field, they're thinking 2 minutes. Yeah, we got 2 minutes. We got a 2-minute drill we worked on just yesterday in practice. See if they can execute it.
And there's a 2-minute drill.
Yeah, Leon Guerrero. Pretty good job. He gets out to about the 38-yard line. What a great back.
Balance. You look at the backs, and over the years, the guys that don't look like they're hustling or anything, they're so smooth, they're so balanced, it's almost effortless.
He is getting some looks at schools for the next level. If he continues on this hot streak, you can bet he'll get more, as this time he rips off a big gain. The ball is loose. Who's got it? Looks like they're going to spot him at the 49-yard line. Straight up the middle this time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Sanchez take a timeout here.
Look at that hole.
Yeah.
Wow, leaving good. What a block.
One of us could almost get through there, Dave.
Maybe.
There he is again.
Leon Guerrero, and this time they drop him. It's Acevedo. Takes him down after a gain of just 1.
Now watching that play, it's almost like Acevedo at certain plays is just assigned. They don't care about anything else, and he's going to follow Leon Guerrero because they had misdirection, and it didn't influence Acevedo at all.
Just beyond midfield, 1:20 to go. Vacaville does have a couple timeouts. Leon Guerrero on a swing pass and a late hit. He was headed out of bounds. Jesse Myers jumped on him, and they're going to call that. See it right here. He was giving up on the play. He was headed out of bounds.
Yeah, you look at it from both sides. It's hard. He's chasing him, and when I'm standing on the sidelines and I see that, it looks obvious. But when you're a kid in the game, you're not focused on the sideline. You see somebody standing up holding a football.
Yeah. And that's a huge penalty because that gives Vacaville great field position. They tack it on to the 25. Now they are in field goal range for Ariel Till, who can hit from just beyond 40, especially there's not much wind tonight. So good opportunity here for the Bulldogs. We'll see if they can take advantage. Vaughn to throw, being chased behind. Bierbauer put good pressure on him and caused the disruption that time.
And both teams have 2 timeouts. I have a hard time imagining that they're both going to have these by halftime.
Minute and 8 now. Second and 10.
Empty formation.
Hit from behind as he throws in the end zone. Is it caught? No, just out of bounds. Intended receiver was Roman Price.
Had a little contact there where the ball was in the air. In high school, you can have contact all you want until the ball goes in the air. So Cardinal Newman coaches are down the sidelines a little bit. You can see the ball was in the air when they had contact. So
yeah, that right foot hit out of bounds. You can see his toe was out of bounds. The left foot actually came in, though.
Great job. Great call. I mean, they're right on it. Officiating crew's been spot on. I don't know what the officials are discussing here. So Cardinal Newman staff has some questions.
Yeah. They thought it should have been pass interference, a little bit of contact that we saw downfield.
Oh, they're putting time back on the clock here.
And they're going to add it back up to 52 seconds. Plenty of time for the Bulldogs of Vacaville here on a Friday night in Santa Rosa. Vaughn with nobody behind him. Fires this one complete. That's caught by Oaks. Bubba Oaks.
And Leon Guerrero's running up the sidelines, which has to make your heart as a coach beat a little faster when they go in that empty formation. I'd rather see him back there behind the quarterback than out in space.
4th and 3. What do you do, Coach? They're going for it. Got to believe we're going to see Leon Guerrero.
Easy call sitting up here on the sidelines.
They're going to throw for it, and it's incomplete. They give up the football. Again, they were in field goal range, according to Coach Papadopoulos. 42 seconds now for Cardinal Newman to work with.
That was trying to develop a wide receiver screen. A great call. Great call again. Sitting here is an old coach. I would have used my timeout there to discuss what we wanted to do. There's no reason to leave the timeouts on the board. As Ed Conroy used to use them all up. And he goes, there's no reason to leave them there.
If you'd like to support the Cardinal Newman Sports Department, there are many advertising opportunities, banners, placards, publications, and these live stream broadcasts. First down, Cardinal Newman from the 19-yard line. Here's Acevedo, cut back, nice hole. Acevedo's loose, look out. He's at the 30, out to the 42-yard line. Finally taken down, but a big run.
You can see that he was deep enough. They had enough hold up where we can see the cutback lane. If you look to the right side here, you'll see he's got it, and he steps back, body on a body. Now, I think earlier in the game, they might not have caught him. He's been on the field, involved in every play just about.
And the legs may be just a little worn down.
This early in the year, he's probably...
Acevedo gives them some good field position, however, out to the 48-yard line. A big run right there for the junior.
They're only rushing 3.
Konechny fires it, and that one's incomplete. He was hit right as he threw the football by Jeremiah Cooper.
They had good protection inside. I don't know if that's a habit of Konechny wanting to shuffle out of the pocket. He seems to want to shuffle to his left a lot. Maybe that's something Coach Sanchez is telling his bailout when they have a pattern called to a certain side. But Newman, Vacaville only rushed 3, and they had good protection.
So here we go.
Again, it looks like they're only going to rush 3, not even faking a blitz.
2nd down and 10. Konechny sets up the screen. Acevedo in a little bit of traffic, but he spins out of it and has a 1st down. What a great job by Santino Acevedo. They're going to need a timeout.
Coach Sanchez running down the sideline to get his timeout. Great call. You know, it's so tough to throw the ball in the middle of the field towards when you're running out of time. But look at Acevedo fighting for his yards, knowing I need to work my way upfield. And at this point, Coach Sanchez is running downfield to get his timeout.
Konechny firing it up, far side, has a man, a little tangle up with Cardinale, and it's incomplete. 0's on the clock, but we'll see. The officials are going to say to put a little bit of time back on. They're going to say maybe 1 or 2 seconds. Ruben Candelario was all over that.
Yeah, it looks like Ruben's telling him. It's hard to say if the DB, if they got tangled up again with a bad thrown ball, it's hard to throw the flag on that. All right. Coach Sanchez is going to use his timeout here. Good call. Wouldn't be surprised to see him load up one side of the field, run him down, and throw a jump ball here. And then, again, when you have a guy like Acevedo there, they run everybody down there and run a screen to him.
Yeah.
Dynamic player. Makes things happen. I mean, me, as looking at Coach Sanchez and the Cardinal Newman playing with these guys in this first half, a couple mistakes either way. Both teams, I think, are going to be frustrated as coaches, but I think they're also going to be excited about kids having their assignments and making things happen. Obviously, the defenses are dominating right now. Let's see what he has drawn up here.
1 play, 1 second, barring a defensive penalty, that is.
No fancy formations, just in doubles. Acevedo in the backfield there, so that's
an option.
Plenty of time. Step up, underneath throw.
Konechny has a man, it's incomplete, or is it a fumble? They're going to call it a fumble. So that's the way the half comes to an end.
Some things that happened there. Vacaville rushed 3 that whole series and was able to get a little bit of pressure on it. So that might be things they're looking at to start the second half.
So teams are headed to the locker room now. 2-0. If you like defense, you've come to the right place. Cardinal Newman and Vacaville battling it out. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll have Ted Graff with us from the Cardinal Newman Booster Club, and we'll be back with him in just a moment here on YSN365.com.
Dad, let's talk about tackle football. I just learned about CTE, the brain disease caused by repeated hits to the head. The more years I play, the more I'm at risk. If you put me in tackle today...
By the time I'm a senior in high school, I'll have played 13 years of tackle football. I could already have CTE, and it will continue to destroy my brain even after I stop playing. So by the time I'm your age...
I could be fighting depression, struggling to keep my thoughts straight. I could become violent, even towards my own children. When I'm your age, what will matter to me is not my youth football career, but that, like you, I'm a great parent, and I can provide for my family.
So please, keep me out of tackle football until I'm 14.
So we're back here at the half, 2-0. Vacaville over Cardinal Newman, and as promised, I am now joined by Ted Graff of the Cardinal Newman Booster Club. And Boy, great support, I know, for Cardinal Newman and the Cardinal Newman community, particularly the athletes here at Cardinal Newman. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on so far. I know it's been a very busy start to the school year.
Absolutely, Dave. First off, it is so exciting to have the kids back on campus. Sports are happening. We've got buildings going up. We're going to be occupying the new classroom buildings. We've got the student union coming together. A lot of excitement. New coaches on campus, new teachers on campus. There's a lot of activity going on.
Yeah, so tell us about what some of the big things that you guys are working on as a Booster Club, projects and things that you're trying to help out in terms of everything that's going on here.
Yeah, number one for us as a Booster Club is we're just getting the club going, rejuvenating it, getting people back involved with Cardinal Newman. I went to Cardinal Newman back in 1994. My brothers went here. There's so much excitement around being part of the community, and boosters are the team behind the team. So all the, letting the coaches coach, making sure they feel supported, the players feel supported. We're getting, the equipment that they need, the facilities that they need. So number one is we're getting the alumni back involved. We're getting the parents involved. We're getting the future parents involved, and getting everybody together, helping raise the monies that are needed, helping the coaches out in terms of, getting these games going and volunteering and just being an asset to the program.
Man, you guys have done a great job. The lights are fantastic.
Yeah.
The facilities are tremendous. The new floor on the gym is awesome. So you guys have done a lot of great things. You have to be really proud of the way the Cardinal Newman community comes together and supports everybody at the school.
Yeah, it's incredible. And, it's for all the years I've been here, the Cardinal Newman community always steps up. It's like once there's a need or there's a challenge, the community comes together and people get involved. And that's why I love being here. I got my kids going here. I've got a junior here on the varsity program. I got an 8th grader coming in. A lot of the things going on, and it's very exciting. One thing I'd like to point out, Dave, what I'm hoping everybody will do, if there's one thing everybody out there listening can do, if they can get on the Cardinal Newman homepage and go to the alumni section and enter your contact information so we can stay in touch with you and get you the information and stay connected to all the events that are coming up. We've got a big homecoming coming up. We've got fun in the fall. We want to get the Booster Club meetings going and get people back on campus.
And right here is the way you can join the boosters. Scan that right there. Get your phone out. Make your little scan thing. You know how to do it. And become a part of things here at Cardinal Newman. Ted Graff, thank you so much for being with us here today at the half. Appreciate it, and appreciate all you and the boosters are doing to make Cardinal Newman a great experience for these student athletes.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thanks for having me up here. Thanks for being here tonight. And everybody get involved. Support YSN. Support Cardinal Newman. Thanks, everybody.
All right, there you have it. Ted Graff, 2-0 here at the half. You want to find out more about Cardinal Newman? We're about to tell you right here. Watch and listen to this video all about Cardinal Newman High School.
Cardinal Newman was my first choice because it felt like home when I first visited. I think that my parents wanted me to have a place where I can succeed academically, and they found that Cardinal Newman was the best place for that. There's definitely a sense of pride, either wearing my Letterman jacket out and saying, I'm at Cardinal Newman, I'm representing this community, and I'm proud of it. I know the sense of community that I get here it's something that's very, very important to me and that I hold close to my heart. And so, yeah, there's definitely a sense of pride.
It's kind of a whole community mindset that shows that. And something that's great, I feel like, is everybody wants to succeed themselves, but they want their peers and classmates to succeed as well.
I would say the most unique thing about Newman is the community. I just really like that if even outside the classroom, if something's going on and I need help with something, I could either ask a teacher or someone in the office, and they're more than willing to help.
We were really looking for our boys to feel like they were in a place where everybody knew their name, people were looking out for their well-being, and just a small, supportive culture.
Cardinal Newman High School is a very special place. It is a faith community where everyone is known and cared for, and we grow and develop into the people that God calls us to be.
We're challenging them to get better at things, to push themselves, to grow in all those different areas, whether it's intellectually or athletically or spiritually.
I definitely care a lot about my faith. It's a big part of who I am. It feels great knowing that I go to a school where I can express myself and my faith and not be judged by anybody.
I didn't grow up religious in my family, and so being exposed to the Catholic religion really helped me grow as a person spiritually, and being able to learn about other people's experiences through that has allowed me to grow as a person morally and as a student at Cardinal Newman.
I think the most important quality that a student at Cardinal Newman needs to have is a willingness to grow. So connecting that with our mission is that students will grow mind, body, and spirit. So we need to make sure in terms of mind that students are willing to challenge themselves academically, they're motivated to do their best. We also want them to be a part of our student body, so get involved in sports, clubs, the arts, whatever that means to them, so that they're a part of our community, because that's such a huge part of what we offer.
Cardinal Newman's success in helping students grow, whether it be academically, in arts, athletically, and in service, is really coming down from two things. One, the school's mission and tradition, that as a Catholic school, it's an institution of service and care, and that it wants to bring people in and help them grow and not only reach their potential, but to help them be able to contribute. And the other great strength is really the faculty. Those who are teaching and coaching and developing, they help people grow because they put their best into. They care about the people they're working with, they want to help them, and I think the students benefit greatly by having people who know them well.
I think having the student-teacher connection has been a very big advantage for me, and being able to communicate with my teachers and not feel like I can't.
My classmates that know me would say, first off, that I don't really talk much. I'm a pretty shy person. I feel like I've put myself out there as a leader. Maybe not firsthand, but leading by example. And just that means always being on your schoolwork, always being a good person.
Coming to Newman, all of my teachers and coaches, when they see me struggling with something, they take note of that and try and help me overcome that. So that's just one thing that's helped me.
So we're asking them to engage with the community outside of our school, outside of their families, to use those gifts and talents. We want them to go out and be contributing members of society. The goal of our Cardinal Newman Catholic education is to form our students in mind, body, and spirit.
Mind, body, and spirit, so that they are ready to go out and be adults in the world.
The most important trait that I learned at Cardinal Newman was a sense of service. For myself at that time and age, the world had kind of been around me, and it changed my attitude. So I think service is something that students give not only their family, but to the community, to the school, is one of the most important things that happens here, and certainly the most influential thing I learned here.
We were greatly impacted by our oldest son's community service learning project, or CBSL. And I know a lot of schools now have to do service hours, but we really saw firsthand how Newman took it to the next level. And for our son, it turned into not just community service, but it really turned into a calling for him and something that really got him excited about going to school. And we really felt like it went hand in hand with the social justice aspect that Newman's trying to promote and teach, and to have kids get the opportunity to learn firsthand and give back to their communities was really a valuable, powerful lesson for not just our son, but it trickled down and got the whole family excited about his opportunity. I think it really culminated with his experience with the college counselors that were just top-notch. We didn't seek any outside college counseling, just what was offered in-house. We just felt very attended to and a part of this community. Sonoma County has been through a lot, and I think our decision to send William here, and we have a younger daughter who will go here as well, was really affirmed when you see the Cardinal Newman community come together.
I think that we've all grown to appreciate one another, especially since we've gone through so many hardships together. We've learned how to help each other as a community. Even if we're not necessarily good friends, we've all learned that we can lean on each other for support when we need to.
Me and my friends get a big group and we go support the people in the dance class at their dance recitals.
Because of that smaller scale, you're known more as an individual, and your value is greater within a smaller school because the school needs you to contribute.
It's made me a better person, and that's just one of the greatest things about this school.
I think for Cardinal Newman education to be valuable, It has to be something where the student not only feels they receive, but they can give. And what I felt always is that Cardinal Newman gives a well-rounded education that helps the whole person learn and educates them in all facets of their life. And I think that is really the most important thing, education, that it be complete, that it be caring, and that it bring the best out of the student.
(2-0) here at the half. And back with Les Richardson, Dave Cox here. And Les, pretty interesting first half in terms of defense. And there were some big plays, however, and we're going to take a look at them right now. But both these teams, are really kind of coming at each other defensively and doing a very good job. The coaches on the defensive side have done a tremendous job so far.
Both defensive coaches for both teams have to be happy. I mean, with the dynamics of the running back with Azevedo and Guerrero, I mean, those are two good players that these defenses are not stopping, but they're keeping them from making that big play. And team pursuit for both of these teams and their defenses is, I think, what's keeping this game, a defensive struggle right now. It's early in the year, offenses generally take a little longer. I mean, look right here, Azevedo coming downhill for these plays. I mean, he adjusts on the fly as good as you can ask of a high school football player. His just from watching him, when we get the interception by Best, that's another big momentum change. I mean, momentum in high school football, you can't say it enough as these kids. And then the screenplay here, again, it's a simple coaching philosophy. Give a great athlete the football and he'll make something good happen. And that screenplay almost gives them an opportunity there right before half to get in the end zone. To me, I know it's early in the year and both coaches are going to be frustrated with their offenses. On the other side of it, the defensive coaches are both happy with what's going on, taking care of the running backs for both teams.
Well, beautiful night here. You can see the hills above Cardinal Newman. Some beautiful homes up there. The lights are on, and the lights are on here as well. We'll get ready for the second half of play here. Cardinal Newman and Vacaville. See if anybody can put any points on the board offensively in the second half. 2-0 Bulldogs at the intermission. We'll be back with the second half kickoff in just a moment.
I'm here to announce my retirement from sports. Baseball, basketball, all of them. I feel like it's time. The pressure that it takes to play at my age is just too much. So I'm done with the endless advice from parents to keep my head up, to keep my head down, to keep my head in the game. I know you think you helped. I'm walking away from the coaches that left me on the bench every time the game was on the line. I'm sure they'll agree I'm leaving at the peak of my career. I'll miss my friends and the fun we had when we were young. I said I'd play this game as long as I was having fun. And now, it's time to call it quits. Any questions?
Who do you think can fix these issues?
Parents, leagues, coaches, everyone.
What are you going to do with all your free time?
Whatever's fun. Thank you.
Pretty nice crowd here tonight. One of the nice touches they have also is the food trucks here tonight, which is awesome. See, the score is just 2-0 here at the half. How do you like that? I didn't get to go to the food trucks. I was busy working. Did you? Did you partake down there? They look good, man. I saw some burritos that look about the size of a football.
Well, I have a little extra money from our golf bets. I should have went down there, huh?
Yeah, you did. I knew you were going to work that in at some point. Oh, my goodness. That's it. That last time ever.
One time.
Unless I win next time. Yeah.
One time I take home money. One time.
Oh, you're killing me. You are killing me.
They're speaking of food. I mean, if I'm Vacaville, I'm feeding Jerry and Leon Guerrero the ball.
Yes.
I'm feeding him the ball. They've got a great short hitch game in their passing game to keep Newman on the receiver, so they can't give up on it. So, to me, looking at his dynamics, nice kick right to him. Catch the ball. There you go. Great job.
And I apologize. We did lose our internet connection there momentarily. No Ethernet here. We didn't miss much. Still 2-0.
3 and out by Vacaville. Punted back to Newman.
We are in the third quarter. A 2-0 game. Man, talk about a defensive battle. Really something. Somebody's got to come up with a big play eventually here, Les.
I mean, it's a little bit of a chess match. I think both coaches are trying to figure out. I mean, it was obvious Vacaville wants to feed Leon Guerrero the ball, and that's what they're going to live with right now. But Newman's defense stepped up. I mean, 3 and out. And here they're back. I wonder if he'll go with some early motion, like early in the game, to get some misdirection with Azevedo getting the ball. Little misdirection. There
Kneckley flips it out. Broken tackle. And to the 44-yard line. That's the tight end, Santiago. Aiden Santiago. He had a couple nice catches last week. They've used him sparingly tonight, but that gets them a good chunk on first down out to the 44-yard line.
It gives you options. I mean, that's a great misdirection play. Like me and rest of the stadium, Vacaville was feeding their running back the ball. You kind of expected Newman to come back and feed it to Acevedo, so that was a great misdirection play. As we speak, there he gets the first down.
Another nice play, yep.
And if you look at when they can hold the defensive line going sideways, he gets that chance to have the vision to get that one step in the cutback. So it binds up the middle linebacker because they can put a body on him. Again, here's Newman with another first down.
Cardinals right near midfield. Acevedo, left side. And he gets about 8 yards. Nice run. Was hit at the line of scrimmage. Managed to break that tackle. And Acevedo, I'll tell you what, he's a guy you definitely want on your side.
You know what? And I call that the ace set. They have 2 tight ends and 2 wideouts with 1 back. And that challenges you, because if you don't want to bring the extra safety into the box, if you're trying to cover up the tight ends with the safety, they got less guys in the box. I think for Newman, with a back like Acevedo or some of these backs, as a defensive guy, that's a challenging formation.
So they are now in Vacaville territory. They've been near this spot of the field a couple times tonight. Guy we haven't seen in the backfield carries that time. It's Steverson. Kaize Steverson. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
And that was Lucas Sartario that came off the edge untouched. Outside linebacker.
Yeah, Sartario is a great player for this team. A lot of returning all-league players from last year. Coach Papadopoulos really feels it's an honor to have this intersection rivalry with Newman. They scrimmaged last year and decided to put it on the schedule this year. Penalty marker down as Kneckley rolls right, fires in space for Santiago. Near first down yardage at the 41, but we'll have to wait and see what the call is.
And even though it's just a short little completion, that was one of his better throws tonight, I think. And he found the guy sitting in the pocket, sitting in the open area. Nice firm throw, nice connection, and if this holds up, it's going to move the chains.
Officials are talking it over. Perhaps a little disagreement between the guys in the stripes. Yeah, I saw this. Did you see that? No, I saw something else. So we'll see what they end up calling. Ruben Candelario is our referee. We'll see if he can step in and figure it all out. It's going to be procedure against Newman.
It could have been somebody as simple as putting their hand down late, lifting their hand up early. Who knows?
Coach Sanchez would like an explanation.
Well, he's probably wondering why it took so long to make a decision on illegal procedure call.
So that backs them up. They were going to be near first down yardage. Now it is 3rd and 9 for Newman. Kohut goes in motion. Konechny finds Santiago again, and this time he's got first down yardage. Great explosiveness by Santiago. Man, he's a lot faster than I thought because he ran away from a couple guys right there. Looked like he might get taken down near the line of scrimmage, but instead it's a big first down.
It's a nice tight end screen setup here. He makes one guy miss early. And you're right, he does have great, I mean, he's not a small kid. He takes off and excels.
Boy, very close to a block in the back right there by Dylan Wagner.
I like Coach Sanchez is making these throws, these nice short throws, giving the quarterback some confidence here. It's hard to set up a tight end screen. It really is. It takes some practice, and they did a pretty good job. They're coming off the edge hard. Vacaville is sometimes, so it's a good call to slow them up.
Under 1:30 in the third. Cardinal Newman still with that goose egg on the board. They'll try and get it off right here. Big opportunity. Pump fake. Swings it out to Acevedo. Acevedo plunges forward to the 31. It's a gain of about 4. But he did very well just to get anything out of that. Leaving good once again in on the tackle. He's been all over the field. What a great defender. His size and the way he moves around. And his brother's up at Oregon State playing offensive line, so he's a guy who's going to definitely get some looks at the next level. A lot of these teams, especially California teams, they played in the spring. They really didn't get a lot of good looks because they didn't play in the fall, so it was a little bit late. There weren't a lot of spots for some of the D1 and D2 schools to fill by the time they even got into the action. So if you were a junior, a rising junior, or a senior that didn't play a lot as a junior, but you were good enough to play at D1, you really got left out off the bus.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Levin Good, I mean, he sounds like he has football DNA.
And he's definitely got the size, 6'4", 244. I mean, yeah.
He is not moving like a high school kid that's 6'4", 244. He moves well.
Clock ticking down here in this quarter. Complete. Kohut has it near the 20-yard line. Nice throw and catch. The Cardinals have a drive going here.
Again, Coach Sanchez, it's a short, just an out pattern. It looks like it was going to be a crossing route, but he threw the ball early. It's making easy throws for his quarterback, and he's building confidence. And here it goes. Again, we're going to talk. Here's momentum, right, as they get into the end of the quarter here. Jesse Myers, Matthew Hill.
All right, so Cardinal Newman picked up a fumble inside the 15-yard line. Big play. So they are back on the field. Apologize again, we did lose our internet connection momentarily, but we are back.
And there's been no plays since then. Coach Sanchez looks like he's drawing something up. I don't know if he wants to run multiple plays here. They've changed personnel from when they went out just a second ago.
So Newman takes over here, 1st and 10 with a chance to add to a 7-2 lead. Golden opportunity for the Cardinals. Acevedo coming off that huge touchdown run. He is not in the backfield right now. It is Bierbauer out there, and this may have taken them too much time. So the Cardinals are going to back up right here.
I don't know if he's calling that on the quarterback. He said false start.
Yeah, it wasn't delay of game.
Wasn't delay of game, so maybe he put his hands all the way underneath and they called him on it. I'm not sure, but that's a huge penalty, and I'm sure it's something Coach Sanchez will go over on films first thing.
1st and goal from the 15 now. Konechny looking for the end zone. Cardinali's out there, batted away. Nice defense that time by Roman Price.
And again, when you're coaching and you get that turnover, you want to take that big strike right away, and that's what Coach Sanchez is trying to do. Just no room over there in the short side of the field. And Vacaville's cornerbacks are lockdown corners. They're very fast.
Second and goal now from the 15. They are in field goal range, and 3 would help. Making an 8-point lead. Here's Acevedo. Nice cutback. He's got a big hole. Acevedo's in again. Touchdown, Cardinal Newman. Santino Acevedo taking over the ball game here in the fourth quarter with 2 big plays. Here it is.
And you see that so much when teams get in goal line defense. No safety. And Acevedo, an unblocked player, he makes a miss and turns north and south again, acceleration into the end zone. And that happens. They were in man. They motioned across. When the defense ran with the motion, you knew right away they're in man. The last few minutes, their momentum has just swung completely to Cardinal Newman.
Newman now up 13-2. Lou to try to add the point. And that one goes sideways. No good, but nonetheless, look at these cuts by Acevedo. Great lateral movement.
Again, unblocked linebacker, and he makes a miss in the backfield. Great vision, north and south.
Looked like that play was designed to go completely the other way.
But if they're holding the D-line from getting that penetration there, you get that extra cut.
Impressive play by Acevedo, and now Cardinal Newman has an 11-point lead.
I mean, he made Blake Espino, who's a good player for Vacaville, overrun him, and he stepped and just put his shoulder down north and south, switches the ball as he works upfield. Be interesting to see how Vacaville answers here. When you have a player in the backfield is Leon Guerrero, you might see him come out with that empty formation, get him out in space, and just throw him the ball again. That's. I know if I was a defensive coach, that was the last thing I'd want to see is Guerrero lined up out wide again.
Still a lot of time remaining here. He's had some big runs tonight, but they've done a pretty darn good job of containing him overall. I got to give him like a B+. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think with how talked and people are discussing about Vacaville and Guerrero and the yardage he's putting up, you can feel the momentum. You can feel it changing. Now, can they hold this right here? The momentum, Cardinal Newman players are all up. They're moving around. They're talking. And going back to them containing Leon Guerrero. That is something. They haven't let him break that big run. They're pursuing. They're getting 11 guys with their helmets pointed towards him. Make somebody else make the play. Now, that being said, you watch these plays and you know that he's one step away. A player like that is from changing the game.
Vaughn to throw, looking deep. Oh my goodness, tipped but caught right into the hands of Cameron Malone. And he is gone. Incredible play by the Bulldogs, and their crowd is going crazy. Ball was tipped, but he caught it. Check this out.
Great throw. And I think it's one of those where the DB, he's like, oh, I got this. And I think the velocity on the football, the quarterback had great velocity. And I think just judged a little bit. For a second there, it looked like it was going to be intercepted.
Yeah, it was Nicholas Best, and he went for the bat away. Could have just gone for the tackle, could have played it safe, but he didn't. And unfortunately, that's a quick strike for Vacaville. So we didn't see any scoring for a while. Now all of a sudden, things are getting different, and they are going to go for 2 right here to make it a 3-point game. And they're going to take a timeout to discuss. Here it is again.
I mean, Best has a great interception early in the game, and maybe he's thinking, I'm going to grab 2. And I think the velocity, which the ball had great velocity on it, and Cameron Malone, good acceleration. That's the last thing that Cardinal Newman wanted to have happen, obviously.
once he got separation after Best couldn't get that bat away, he was off to the races. Big play by Malone.
Yeah, Cameron Malone again. Another speedy guy. Every time you look, it's like there's some talent on both of these things. Cardinal Newman a little younger maybe, but you got to be excited about some of these young guys making these plays.
And still 11 minutes to go in this football game, so Newman just had a little bit of breathing room. That evaporates quickly. Now their offense is going to have to do something. Vaughn keeps and puts 2 on the board. Nice decision by Vaughn.
And you got to give credit to Vacaville. He read that. It might have been predetermined, told him, make sure you ride Guerrero in there. The defense sucks in, he disconnects. It worked, so you have to give them great kudos for that. It's a good call. Now, if it didn't work, the parents should be, why did you do that? Give it to the best guy. Well, even Pete Carroll learned sometimes that not always giving it to the best guy doesn't always work.
Mike Papadopoulos, who's been doing it a long time. They used to run the wing T. They were known as that wing T team, and they've kind of gone to a slightly different thing. And he said the players have really embraced it. They've done a great job. They switched over during the COVID time. They had a little extra time to prepare for the spring, and they like the offense now.
Well, I think looking at their speed, let's spread them out and give Guerrero a chance.
Air back deep. Nicholas Air from the 12-yard line looking for the wedge. He's got it. Couldn't quite squirt through. Almost opened up, but it is a decent return to the 31-yard line. That is where the Cardinal Newman offense will take over now. And if you're Cardinal Newman, man, you might be thinking about needing more points right here. You'd love to eat some clock, but I don't think you can eat enough. You got to put a drive together.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think you do what you've been doing. Simple throws for the quarterback. Let's keep it under control. Get these short outs, these short crossing routes, and obviously Acevedo the ball when you can.
Konechny brings him up to the line with now a 3-point lead. Kohut in motion. Acevedo to the 34-yard line. He's been the man. Scored 2 touchdowns tonight. Defense is right there, coming up from the bottom of the pile. Nathan Pilaris. Second and 8. Pass complete. Nope, the ball's out. He had it for a moment, but could not hang on. If you're Vacaville, you're thinking, hey, maybe that's a fumble. He was going to be close to first down yardage as we take a look again.
I think this is just looking to get upfield a hair earlier. It's Zach Kelly throwing, knowing he's going to get hit when he throws. Starting to run before you have the ball.
Got another angle of it.
Yeah, you can see his helmet start to turn. He's already leaving.
Third and 8. Konechny has Cardinale, but the defense comes up big, and it's Espino who makes the play. Blake Espino has been all over the field tonight, and he makes another big play. Wow, that was impressive.
Coach Sanchez, again, a short crossing route, making easy throws for the quarterback, not deep throws, something that he can do right now.
Espino is a senior, returning all-leaguer, and Newman is going to have to punt. Cortino, they had one go over his head. This time it's a decent one. Low kick. It's going to be effective as it ends up rolling all the way down inside the 25. And you could see Nicholas Air that time trying to bat some air onto it, maybe get it to roll a couple more times. Not pretty, but effective for Cortina.
Get the bounce. Get it going your way. And, you know, some years you just want to get the ball on the ground and get it bouncing as opposed to just kicking it right to a returner. I know I never liked kicking off to a returner. I always like the squib kick, or if it's a punt to a corner. We all practice that. We all go to practice. We stand there practicing getting the perfect kick to us.
So here come the Bulldogs now with a chance to take the lead. Ryan Vaughn, nobody home on that pass, incomplete. Cameron Fosher turned around saying, was that to me? I don't know who that was to. It's going to be second down.
I'm a little surprised Vacaville isn't being a little more patient here, but it's, you know, quarterback's throwing a nice ball tonight, so there we go.
Here comes Leon Guerrero, big hole, first down, tripped up out at the 45-yard line. He almost got away.
There you go. That's I kind of expected that earlier. It's nice to see him throw on first down as a coach. Now you just watch their athlete go and just get a body on a body, makes a guy miss, turn north and south, and again, it's a play, but it's not a broken play because the safety makes a great saving tackle.
Air came up with that touchdown saving play. Here he comes Vaughn keeping actually, and Vaughn has a first down to the 42-yard line. Nice run for the quarterback.
That's a very similar play that they ran the 2-point conversion on. Everybody's converging on Leon Guerrero. He disconnects, and nobody sees him until he's already turned the corner.
Vacaville moving the football down by 3.
Up tempo. They got momentum going their way, and they're keeping it.
About 4, maybe 5 more yards there on first down as Leon Guerrero carries. Vacaville's offense definitely coming alive. Leon Guerrero again. And he steps out of bounds after a nice gain.
Azevedo's chasing him out of bounds there.
Here come the Bulldogs trying to get on top. Vaughn keeps, great fake. Nobody sees him. Vaughn all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Tremendous fake that time. I mean, he faked everybody out.
And I don't think this is a read. I think it's predetermined. It's obvious Newman collapsed the pocket, and it's almost like option football. Who's got dive back, who's got quarterback?
First and goal. Leon Guerrero, nothing doing there as finally the defense steps up. And it's Bierbauer who makes that hit. Nice play on the Newman defense by Bierbauer.
Now you're wondering, is he going to disconnect again, or are they going to feed Leon Guerrero? I mean, you expect it.
There he is, Leon
Ball's
Guerrero.
On the ground.
Football is loose. Newman has it. Oh my goodness. Inside the 10, it's Zach Homan who comes up with the ball. And the Newman defense comes up big. What happened on that exchange?
I saw a hand come out and knock it out. I couldn't see who. But again, another big turnover.
Yeah, he's got it there. And the football's out there.
One of the D linemen early on, you could see an arm stick out. I couldn't pick out who.
See if we can pick it up from this angle. Right there. It was Bierbauer.
Bierbauer got his arm in there.
Wow.
That is a great job punching the ball out.
Third and 5 for Newman now.
Empty formation.
Kneckley tries to keep for it. He's not going to get it. So the Cardinals are going to have to punt the football away here.
Vacaville uses one of their timeouts. It's a good call.
Timeout, Vacaville.
What a game.
It was a designed, looked like it was going to be a designed quarterback draw going empty, but I don't know if Connectly knew it was an empty formation. He turned like he was looking for a running back or looking to drop the design. Early in the year, things maybe you don't work on enough, and as they get going through the year, playing these, I mean, this a great Vacaville team.
What a ball game here. We got 3:24 to go. Newman's going to have to give up the football. It's going to be up to their defense.
I'm telling you, with them disconnecting, what I mean is when he's riding Leon Guerrero into the line and he's disconnecting, the quarterback's turning upfield. Now you got to start to look at assignment football. So who's going to take quarterback? Who's going to take running back? We used to talk about that in teams like this. We practice without a football. So no matter what the quarterback and running back did, the guys ran to who they were assigned to.
Very good. Big punt coming up here for Cortina. Darius Leon Guerrero is back deep. Low kick.
Getting the bounce.
Again, it's going to be effective because there will be no return, and it rolls to the 43-yard line. So Cortina does his job, gets the punt off, gets it into Vacaville territory, but a pretty short field really to defend, 56 yards with 3:12 to go. And we've seen the Bulldogs with some very explosive opportunities tonight. They've got some playmakers. We'll see if Cardinal Newman's defense can rise to the occasion here.
And Ryan Vaughn's been on target. He's been disconnecting from Leon Guerrero. They've been doing everything.
Here's Darius Leon Guerrero, and he gets inside Newman territory to the 48-yard line. Nice run.
I think 58 for Newman nose guard is the sophomore. I think he switched jerseys.
Ryan Vaughn to throw, penalty marker down, looking deep, incomplete. Maybe a hold in the backfield. Good battle right there in the backfield. Looks like this one is going to come back. Joey Ford was mixing it up that time with Gabriel Bardis, and the marker went down.
And I believe it's Matthew Hilden that's now in the 58 jersey. And his jersey was all twisted sideways.
This one is being marched against the Bulldogs.
Big penalty.
Huge. Ryan Vaughn looking to throw, has a man deep down the middle, it's tipped away. What a great play by Kelly. Zach Kelly comes up with the defensive play of the night. Oh my goodness.
Nice throw, got him to turn, Kelly to turn around, and he came back and again, he might have got there a little early, but a pass interference call is better than a touchdown. We've always said that in high school football.
Third and a bunch. Vaughn needing some help. Coverage is there. Pass is complete. Look out! It's Leon Guerrero. Oh, what a play by Bierbauer as he caught him from behind. Somehow Bierbauer caught him from behind. Right there, a broken tackle. And it's all about Bierbauer, and he has great closing speed, and he somehow gets him by the ankles and brings him down. What a play.
Bierbauer shows some flash there.
Vaughn keeps rolling down inside the 20. A field goal would tie this up. Lots of time left, 2:10 to go. Nice run by Vaughn.
That play tonight is I'm sure teams, when they watch the scout film, are going to work more like an option defense where who's going to take quarterback, who's going to take running back.
Leon Guerrero again. He's going to have a first down at about the 14. Oh, check it. That is not Leon Guerrero. That's Amani Holiday.
Down to the 15. That's enough for a first down that one. First and 10 to 15.
First and 10 at the 15. Darius Leon Guerrero down inside the 5. He is close and not quite in. Wow, this is getting interesting. Straight read option up the middle. Great blocking on the offensive line. Tripped up by Kelly. Taken down at about the 1 yard line. First and goal.
He just instantly takes away the angles. Misplay.
Vaughn in trouble, and he goes down back at the 2. Air turns him inside. It's going to be second and goal. A little mix up in the backfield that time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach take. I thought he would take a little more time here.
1:08 to go. Leon Guerrero hitting the backfield. The Newman defense stops him. It's going to be 4th down. Great line surge that time. Looks like just when you thought Newman's defense was completely out of gas, they come up with this defensive play.
Team pursuit. You see all the hats going. Oh, great job.
Kelly was there.
Downhill.
Acevedo was there. Guerrero again. That was 3rd down. Excuse me. 3rd and goal. He doesn't get it. Nice job again. That is Zach Homan. Under 30 seconds to go.
I think he's gonna.
They're gonna turn it. They're gonna give it to their kicker.
Coach is gonna take a timeout here. He's gonna run it down, and then he should be standing by the.
He has a lot of faith in his kicker. He's a soccer guy, but he really comes out to every practice.
10 seconds left here.
They're gonna try to kick it at the last second. 6.9 is where they stop it. Oh my goodness! Defense coming up huge for Newman.
Yeah, great defensive stand by Newman there. Outstanding. I mean, Coach Beal's got to be very happy with what they've done on it. And most of the series here.
There's Coach Papadopoulos.
He's got something to say to the refs out here. He's left his huddle, and he's walking out to talk to the officiating crew here.
They stop it with 12 seconds, so kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I guess that gives you time if there's a disaster or something bad happens.
Well, it's 4th down, so it doesn't matter.
True.
So, you don't want to give the ball to Newman at any time. So we used to walk down and stand and say, hey, I'm going to call a timeout with 2 seconds. I just want you to know that. I'm going to say timeout at 2 seconds. So, he's been doing it a long time, and
here we go. The holder is Bubba Oaks. The kicker is Till. The kick is right down the middle. And this game is all tied up.
Perfect snap, perfect hold. Well, young Cardinal Newman defense did a great job there. I mean, going against the premier back offense.
Yeah, 1st and goal on the 1, and you hold them. Yeah,
that does not happen in high school football.
What a game.
It turned into an outstanding game. I mean, here we are tied. But to start out with a 2-0 game at half, I would have never expected from these programs. Again, Coach Sanchez did some great things, though, with his quarterback. He's getting him short throws. Took a couple shots. Looking at it, those short crossing routes or short out routes is probably more suited for Newman right now, especially since they got, some pretty good running backs right now. I think this young team is developing, and from watching them from last week to this week, you can see them start to evolve into an identity.
Well, you got 8.3 to work with, Coach. Not much.
This should be squibbed on the ground, I'm guessing. There it is. Great.
Gets all the way back to Air, however. They fake a reverse. Air gets out to the 29-yard line with 2.8.
Oh, there's a flag from the far side. Comes in real late. Some kind of personal foul against
Newman. That's the last thing he needed.
I'd expect Vacaville to be backed up here quite a ways and Newman to be throw something underneath, get the ball in space.
No, I'm thinking Newman's going to take a knee and say, let's go to overtime.
Will they play the overtime with this game?
That's a good question.
They might not.
Intersection game, they might not. You're
they
right.
Might not.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I would be.
They go to shake hands in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
we know it's over.
Yeah, right? Because neither one, they're not going to the same playoffs.
I kind of assumed they would, but maybe they talked about that. Said, yeah, it's a non-section game, certainly non-league, intersectional. See if Newman has anything to get them 85 yards in 2.8 seconds. Nope, they are going to take a knee right here. So I would assume that would indicate maybe they are going to go to overtime.
There you go.
What do you think? What do you think, Coach?
I certainly hope
Help
so.
me out
Dave.
here.
I certainly hope so. I guess with what I call the new state playoff system, that this could play down the road. But with preseason games, if you're not going to the same playoffs, in the old days, it wouldn't be played.
Well, I guess we are going to continue on. We'll take a break right here as we are heading to overtime on Friday night. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
CIF Sports. True dedication.
Performances are improved by hard work and good preparation and not by performance-enhancing drugs.
CIF Sports. True sportsmanship.
Pursuing victory with honor is fundamental, and I should display class and character whether my team wins or loses.
CIF Sports. True leadership.
Being a leader is more than helping my team. It also means being a luminary at my school and in my community.
There are numerous ways student athletes in California exhibit the importance of high school sports. The California Interscholastic Federation wants to salute all of its student athletes who strive to be successful on and off the court. The CIF, dedicated to developing student athletes of character. This message was made possible by the CIF and Max Preps.
So we are indeed heading to the overtime period here on Friday Night Lights. Interesting. Wasn't sure if that was going to happen, but it looks like the captains are out and they are going to go into OT.
We'll see what Lucas Kneckley and Ryan Vaughn have in store here.
I was wondering if they were going to, they had the captains ready to come out like they were going to do a coin toss, but now they're talking things over. I'm not sure what the overtime rules are. It used to be you had 4 downs from the 10-yard line, right?
Yeah, yes.
Took turns doing that. Maybe
when a person gets to, you always wanted to pick the start on defense. To know what you had to do when you got the ball. And then if you win the toss, you pick to go on defense, and then if you're Vacaville, you're going to want to play this at the other end away from the fans.
They are going to toss it.
Okay. Because you wouldn't want to play it down here by the scoreboard if you're Vacaville, where they got more fans and a few more people to yell and scream. Get them out here away from their home fans.
True.
And, if you win the toss, like I said, I would always want to start on defense.
Yeah, because you know what you got to do.
Yeah. pretty simple.
Captains are heading out.
Jacob Cardinelli, Matthew McCormick. Dylan Wagner.
Ruben Candelaria will toss it up right here, and we'll see who wins it and what they choose to do. Explaining the rules of overtime right now. Long time North Coast official tosses it up.
Now, usually as a coach, you have one guy talking. You find your guy. We've had guys that maybe were a captain and they just wanted them to go out there and stand there, don't say a word, and make sure that only so-and-so talks.
Looks like Vacaville won the toss. And Newman had the choice of which end zone to defend, and it looks like they're going to take it down this way. I agree with you. I would have gone to the south end because you got the danger zone right there in front of you. You got your...
Oh, they're switching.
Now they're switching. Okay.
Yes.
Good call. Newman's going to start with the football, but they are going to go that way. That's going to be the...
So they lost. Who won the toss?
I think Vacaville won the toss, and they chose to go on defense.
Okay.
Newman got to choose which end zone it was going to, and they chose the north. And we are heading to OT. It's a new one.
Preseason overtime in high school football. Very seldom.
Yeah, very rare.
You know, it never happened in the NFL. They're going to want to get out. And how many years has Ruben been officiating?
Long time.
So they're going from the 25.
Yep. Crowd's getting pumped up. Yeah, I thought they started from the 10.
In the old days.
I'm behind on the rules, man. This is more like a college rule, right? 1st and 10.
Oh, geez.
Acevedo breaks a tackle, and he's gone on the very first play.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Santino Acevedo.
Wow.
On the first play.
Wow.
Breaks it.
And it was almost effortless. The great, these dynamic athletes have this effortless look about them sometimes. When you're sitting up here, it's like he's in cruise control. He gets his shoulders north and south.
Look at the celebration.
Out. Yeah, that's great.
Very first play of overtime, and he busts it all the way. Check this out.
And they have penetrate. Oh, you can see he gets the corner turn there, a little help. And I know as a coach watching films, they're going to have a few things to clean up there.
Extra point is good. That's big because that would force them to go for 2 if they want to win it, or 1 to tie, and extra points are never automatic in high school. Nice cut again. His ability to weave his way through traffic and find seams is amazing.
It is so hard to coach that stuff. We used to preach when I was a younger coach, coaching running backs, and you'd preach turning back shoulder. But sometimes these guys are outrunning the angles. They don't cut back shoulder, they just accelerate up the field. And that's exactly what he did. It's instinct, it's DNA.
Now it's Vacaville's turn. They know what they have to do. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Antonio Whitaker. Off the mark.
And again, going from the 25, you can let them throw those short hitches and make them move the 25 yards. It's a little surprising to me there wasn't a little more play action with Guerrero back there.
Vaughn down the middle, tipped and incomplete. Air on coverage again, intended for Whitaker.
A little bit behind him.
Third down.
I like the pressure coming off the edge by Newman. Again, both teams' defensive lines again accelerating, making a difference in this game.
Newman takes a timeout. Coach did not like what he saw. Guys were kind of scrambling around in the formation.
He was looking and talking to Coach Peel, and they called the timeout there. But obviously something lined up, and they weren't in what they wanted them. Hey, you know, like I used to say, Ed Conroy said, we can't take them with them. Let's use them. And I'm like, you're right, burn them.
That's their last one.
Let's make sure we get it right.
Well, Ed kind of took that to the extreme sometime. He wouldn't leave any after the first quarter at times. We always tease him about that. He must hate that. I've never talked to him about it. I got to apologize to Ed.
We all tease him.
Because we give him such a hard time about that.
He'll probably call me tomorrow. What are you saying, Coach?
Yeah, that's not even my game.
It's just some things over the years. You different coach. We had the Frenchie rule. Every coach got to stay behind the white lines and the white box. Except for Jason Frenchie, great coach, great guy in the Empire. He'd go to the middle of the field if he wanted.
Third down and 10 in overtime. Vaughn looking for Leon Guerrero, and he overthrows it. Good job not to try to bump into the guy. That was a tempting one for the defenders to kind of come up and try to hit him, but they recognized the ball was overthrown, and it's fourth down.
And they got Nicholas Bestie, and he played off, let them come to him. You know, Bestie's had some big plays tonight. Now, I'm thinking we just want to move the sticks, get our first down here. I'm surprised that with their timeout, they're a little up tempo here. I thought they would take a timeout.
Swing it out. Leon Guerrero on fourth down. He doesn't get it. The Cardinals win it. The ball game is over. Newman wins. Celebration begins. Danger zone going crazy. The Cardinals get their first win of the year and their first win for Coach Sanchez in overtime. How do you like that?
Sanchez is jumping up. Outstanding job by Cardinal Newman's defense tonight. Outstanding job. This is a great win for them.
Wow. All smiles on that Newman side as they come up with the big play. And I tell you what, Coach, it wasn't easy, was it?
Not at all. I look at the beginning of the game when we see this, and isn't it fitting that Azevedo is attacking Leon Guerrero down there, and they're just swarming to him? That's kind of a fitting in that this is where the ball's going, and that's where I'm going.
Yeah, Azevedo turned him into Steverson. And this is officially a final. There's Coach Papadopoulos. Wow, what a game. Coach Pat Peel has got to be pleased with his defense. They did the job, especially in overtime. A little surprised with some of the play calling there for Vacaville. They got it to Leon Guerrero, but not until fourth down. And Newman, they got it right to Ace on first down, and that ended up being the play of the game right there for Azevedo as he explodes for it. What did he get? 3 touchdowns tonight? I mean, that guy was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think you got to look at Newman's defensive line, and they do so many good things. And early in the year, I think the rest of the Empire is this is Cardinal Newman. It's maybe a different coach, but there's still some great athletes out here on the field.
There is your game winner by Ace Azevedo, as Cardinal Newman wins it in overtime, 20-13. Fantastic high school football game here on YSN365.com. And we've got another good one next week. The Vintage Crushers are going to be here. We've got other games on the schedule. We're going to be doing a couple Windsor games, a couple Montgomery games. But Newman has all these home games right at the beginning of their schedule. And Vintage returning Vine Valley champs with their running back. That's going to be a heck of a football game next week. And we'll be right back here doing it again.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, a preseason game into overtime. And when momentum went so many different ways, the defensive goal line stand, the interceptions, the fumble recoveries. I mean, the fans here got their money's worth. Great high school football game.
So it's a final, and what a game it was. 20-13. Newman ends up winning their first game under new head coach Richard Sanchez. Congratulations, Coach Sanchez. I know that one has got to feel good. That's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. For our director, Brian Leach, our camera operators, David Day, Lorenzo Merlin, Matthew Cox, and Kyle Polson. I'm Dave Cox for Les Richardson saying goodbye from Ed Lloyd Field. This one a final in overtime, 20-13, right here on YSN365.com. Good night, everybody.